We're now in 5-16, okay, in the lower end of it. And so this is where they want us to solve by completing the square. We're going to do number 17 and number 19. Now, this is the third example of it. We're still going to follow the same steps. You do the steps every single time the exact same way, they're going to work. And that's why I have us do the steps, because once you learn those steps over and over and over, this becomes easy for you. Okay, math is not something that you get by looking at it or believing that you got it. No, you actually have to practice it. So, what are our steps? The first one, okay, got to get everything to one side. So, I'm going to add 5. Add 5. So now we have v squared plus 18v plus 65. Okay, so now we got everything to one side. Now we have to move c. Now, c is this number right here. Okay, that's the value right there. Or how we call it, okay, or how we call it is the y-intercept. All right, so we got to move c back over. Okay, so now we have v squared plus 18v equals negative 65. Okay, now we have to divide by a. Now a is 1. We don't have to worry about it. Okay, so that's all going to stay the same. So now we're going to actually do the square part, where now we're going to add b over 2 squared. That's the square, completing the square. All right, to where we've moved this out of the way. So now we've got a spot so that this will be a perfect trinomial. All right, and so the b is 18. So we take 18 over 2 squared, and we add it to both sides. Now 18 over 2 is 9. 9 squared is, dun, 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 81. Okay, so we add 81 to both sides. Okay, so after that part, we factor. Okay, and so now we've added b over 2 to both sides. All right, so now we factor. Now remember what I said. What was your number inside the parentheses? Well, it's a positive 18 over 2, so it's a positive 9. Okay, so it's going to be v plus 9 squared equals 81 minus 15 is 16. Okay, so now we take the square root of both sides. Square root, square root. Now, this was on our test, and it was in this format, and it was just asking you to do the last 2 steps. Okay, so this is what we're doing here. We're doing part of our test that we just completed, okay, to where we take the square root of both sides. So we have v plus 9 is equal to a positive 4 and a negative 4. And now we just solve. Subtract 9 from both of these, and I have negative 9 plus 4 is negative 5. Negative 9 minus 4, negative 13. So I have a negative 5 and a negative 13. Okay, so that was for number 1. Those are my solutions, my x-intercepts, okay, my roots and my zeros. Okay, so now next one. All right, I'm going to do this quietly, all right, and just write it down, okay, and I want you to go ahead and start. I'm going to give you a few seconds. All right, I'll tell you a stupid joke. What's a stupid joke that I know? Help me out. So go ahead and start. All right, what's my first step? What are you going to do? All right. Okay, you thought? I can't come up with a stupid joke again. It's way too late at night. All right, so what'd you do on the first step? You took everything to one side, of course. Okay, that's what you did. Okay, all right, so I'm going to subtract 4, and this gives me k squared minus 16k plus 55 equals 0. Okay, all right, and so now I got to move c. Okay, move c. All right, subtract 55 from both sides. So now I have k squared minus 16k equals negative 55. All right, So now what's my next step? I'll let you do it, and then I'll see if you're correct. All right. Okay, did you do it yet? Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you divide by A? Okay. Did you divide by A? Did you? Oh yeah, it's a 1, so nothing changed. So now we're actually going to complete the square, which is -16. So -16 over 2 squared. -16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 squared is 64. So we're going to add 64 to both sides. So now, okay, what was my number in here? -8. It's going to be the number right here. What's my variable? K. I'm going to square it. Now, 64 minus 55 is going to give me 9. So now my next step, I'm going to take the square root of both sides. All right? Square root. K plus 8 is equal to +3 and -3. Subtract 8, and subtract 8. -8 plus 3, -5. -8 minus 3, -11. All right. What? Oh, I got a stupid joke. I've got a stupid joke. All right. What did the traffic light say to the car? Come to 517 and I'll tell you.